kills everybody. When you're on mushrooms, that is a freaky motherfucker. And it was Jake Busey playing the killer too. Jake Busey's scary at the best of times.
Well, I was going to say that's the reason why it was scary. It's because of Busey.
Well, yeah. That's a fucked up family. Like when Jake Busey is the normal one, you got issues in your family.
Yeah, and there's no denying that.
But yeah, that was a scary. I was dead frightened of that movie. It wasn't just a catchy title.
On my old phone, I have 2 pictures of a person who is a very, very close person to me for a stretch there. And this person, I'm not going to reveal who they are. They were going through a very, very difficult time. Hyper depressed. Just sort of getting ready to end it all at any given moment's notice sort of thing. And I got a picture of that person in the morning. And, I mean, the picture is just, it's a brutal picture. I mean, like, you can just see the depression, the anger, the sadness. It just reads loud and clear in the picture. And I said to the person, I'm like, you know what? I am going to change your fucking life around. And I went out and I picked up some fucking mushrooms. And I took this person out. We went and ate. We went to Park Royal. Went to the pizza place in Park Royal Mall. Threw a bunch of mushrooms on the pizza. Ate them in the mall, and then went for a hike down a trail. We were gone for like fucking 10 hours. We did the Capilano Trail, which is basically, it's about like what? Like, I think the whole trail takes about an hour and a half to walk.
It should be. Yeah, I don't know that.
Yeah, we never made it to the end. We got lost. And
that's the other thing. Don't make plans.
Yeah, no.
You will never complete them.
No. That's for sure. But
that's awesome. Yeah, I gotta say, with the depression, anything that can help, and I gotta for someone who I never admitted it for a long, long time, and I revealed this on the Just Another Day episode that I did. Not only depression, but PTSD. I always thought was kind of a cop out. I didn't really think it was a real thing until I had it and didn't know it. The same with depression, and now I've realized after battling depression that when someone comes up to you and goes, "I think I'm depressed," well, that means you're fucking not. So go back to work. You won't get it. You don't think you're depressed.
No. You fucking know it.
And for the most part, you don't think you're depressed. You're the first one to deny it. And I denied it adamantly. People said, "I think you're suffering from depression." I went, "Nah, fuck, I'm just being a prick. Don't worry about it. I need some sleep."
I'm just being a prick.
I couldn't admit it. Even after I was diagnosed, I sloughed it off. Still do, but I tell you, And mushrooms, I could definitely see being beneficial at that point, because nothing else is.
It's very true. It's extremely powerful. Now, here's the thing. I'm going to give some warnings to everybody now. This is all you fucking people in the world listening to this conversation. Yes, mushrooms are great and all, but when you're doing mushrooms, especially the first time, you need to be with somebody you can trust. You need to be with somebody who is experienced with them, and you need to be in, preferably, outdoors.
Yes, but somewhere you feel safe.
Yes, like relatively safe. I say relatively because, I mean, you don't have a whole lot of fear when you're on mushrooms for the most part.
Let me give you a real good example of what you don't want to do, okay, kids? You don't want to take a whole bunch in a strange campground on Vancouver Island when you're on a surf trip for 5 days, and you don't know anybody there, and you're frightened of about half of the people before you take the mushrooms. Just avoid that situation. I'm just saying.
Yeah, that's very, very good advice.
I thought for 2 days everyone in Vancouver Island was trying to kill me.
I am one of the very few people that I know of, anyways, as I've talked to a lot of people who have done a lot of mushrooms. And I am one of the very, very, very few people who have never, ever had anything close to a bad trip before.
Oh, I've had several. They're not fun.
Now, here's why. And here's the thing. The key to surviving any drug that you're on, and this doesn't matter what drug it is, it's the same for all drugs because I've pretty much done them all. And this is the thing. When things start getting out of hand and things start becoming like a bad trip, there's a mantra, there's a thing you got to repeat in your head over and over and over again. And this is where it's key, pardon me, that you have somebody around you that knows this enough that they can bring you down. You repeat this phrase out loud in your head, whatever. This is a drug. I'm on a drug. This is a drug. I am on a drug.
Yeah.
Once your brain clicks into that reality that it knows now because the reason why you have bad trips is because you start thinking everything is real.
Right.
Things stop making sense. Once you have that realization that you're on a drug and your mind is fully altered and you don't have control over it anymore, things level out and you have a good time.
I tried something similar to that. Unfortunately, it then became very evident to me that the only way I was going to solve the problem was to knock the high out of my head by hitting it very, very hard. And I actually broke my toilet trying to knock the high out of myself.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I smashed the back ceramic lid to the toilet because it made sense to me that if I hit my head hard enough, the high would come out.
Oh, yeah, that's don't do that.
Don't do that, kids.
No.
But see, I do things so you guys don't have to. I'm very like Jesus-like in that way. I make all the mistakes. I give them to you guys, and then you guys know what not to do.
You're
welcome.
Pretty much. That's one of the reasons why I've done everything I did is just because I can pass that knowledge down to other people and say, look, don't do that because this is what happens when you do. And then I give them examples of what happens when you do dumb shit.
Exactly. I don't see. I'm always right. I'll give you that. But it doesn't mean I'm like good at stuff or make good decisions. I'm just right about how bad they're going to be. And I'm trying to help you not be like me. That's really my goal now, is just to make everyone not turn out like me.
That's just the outline goal.
Except for flat earthers. I'm going to turn you just like me, and then I'm going to hate you even more for giving up on your side of the argument. So, look forward to that.
That's the fun part.
I am going to make you buckle like a cheap shoe, and then I'm just going to tear you apart for buckling so easy. It is going to be a blast. Very looking forward to it. So check out the new Globe Earthers, Real Official Globe Earthers page, and everybody's welcome. It says that right on the page. There's no judgment. I would like it if some flat earthers would come there and try to show me what the fuck makes sense about that bullshit. Because I certainly can't figure it out.
Nothing makes sense of it, and that's what's so fucking frustrating about it.
I don't get it.
No.
I don't get it. I guess they're kind of winning part of the battle. Every once in a while.
But are they though? Are they really?
Well, these freaks, they win every once in a while. They archaeologists apparently just discovered giant bones in China. And I've been laughing at these giant people, because there's people that believe in giants, right? That we used to be giants, and we were once, the whole planet was once populated by giants, and I make fun of them just as bad as the flat earthers, and god damn it if archaeologists didn't find giant bones in China.
Well, giants, you know what? Giants make sense.
Now, when I say
Here's
giant, this is 1.9 meters, right? So you're looking at like 7 feet.
As being like the average height.
Yeah. So when you say giants, these people weren't living on like up beanstalks, but they're big people. The average height was much bigger than it is now. They're probably mutants too, but.
Yeah, but I mean, giants make sense. Scientifically, it makes sense. Because if you go back, the farther back you go in history, trees used to be taller, insects were bigger. Look at the dinosaurs; they were fucking massive.
Sure.
So when you start going back, things were bigger because there was less of them. They had more room to grow and things like that. So it would make sense that they'd be tall.
Evolutionarily speaking, it makes sense that we would get smaller. We have less access to good food. We have less access to space. Most of the world is overpopulated. Not Canada. In Canada, I think 1/3 of our, not even a third, like 3% of our country is actually populated.
I think I remember reading somewhere that if every single Canadian was given land, it would work out to like 1,000 square acres per person.
Yeah, it's I think it's 4 people per square kilometer right now or something. We're the 4th lowest in the world for density, and that third, like we live in all on the border. The 3% of the country that's actually occupied with people, 75 of that 3% live on the border. Nobody lives up north. There's actually, I don't even think the north exists. There could be a good argument that northern Canada is not actually really there.
I got a thing out here.
I'm positive. I don't even, Newfoundland's not even there. That's just like a bunch of dudes from Etobicoke that get drunk and talk that way. Newfoundland's not real. I thought that might make you laugh.
Oh, there it is. Let me see.
But yeah,
here.
it does make sense evolutionarily that we would get smaller because our access to things is becoming increasingly limited. That's how evolution works. Sorry, flat earthers. You'll see. You've gotten very quiet there, Gord. You're looking something up, aren't you?
I am looking something up. Hang on a second. If each person in the Earth's population, if you spread out all the land throughout all of Earth, each person would get 0.6 square miles each.
0.6 square miles. So
that's in every human being in the planet. Now,
what's 0.6 of a square mile? That's
not very much.
That's not bad. That's not bad. That's half a mile. That's a kilometer.
Yeah, so it's about a
2.2 miles.
Square kilometer.
Sorry. Yeah, kilometers 2 miles.
No.
Or a mile is 2 kilometers.
1 mile is 2.2 kilometers.
2.2 kilometers. So you're looking at half a kilometer. That's not bad. You can live on that. That's decent.
Yeah. That's actually pretty big.
I'd do it. Maybe Eric and Gord will do something like that when we're Prime Minister. We'll figure out a land deal.
You just got to figure out who gets the good land, who gets the shitty land, though.
Well, we really don't have a lot of shitty land. We got a lot of bad, unpleasant to clear land. But it's not shitty. Some people want to live in the mountains. Oh, by the way, I did get an email, not an email, I got a text from a listener, believe it or not, today, talking about, goddamn these people, about the things they decided to pipe up about. I love you, please keep sending your messages in. But I got a message about someone who, as a child, their neighbor had a pet deer, and it was fine, and everything was lovely. Had a Cocker Spaniel as a best friend, or a Golden Retriever, something. Anyway, the dog hung out with the deer, and it was cute. And yeah, okay, it happens. I'm not saying it doesn't. I'm saying just don't. God damn it.
Right?
I'm very. And they named it John Deere. Like, okay.
See, no, that's
just. Did you let the deer come up with that one, asshole?
Right?
Yes, thank you. Rob's educating me on my miles to kilometer conversion. Yeah, no, it's possible. I'm not saying it's impossible for an animal to be tamed for a certain amount of time. I'm saying they're loose cannons. You don't know when they're going to turn. Maybe they might not, but maybe your shitty kid will stop listening to Dio and not shoot up his school. You don't know. Just get rid of them before they have the opportunity to, is all I'm saying.
Eric, I'm sending you something.
Oh, I thank you. Did you hear the
story?
Check
your email.
Which email?
Your Eric at Eric and Gord.
All right. Hey, and everybody else can go check the Eric at Eric and Gord email. But that should be out next week. Okay, I am looking at. Sorry, I'm trying to do many things at once. I don't just get to sit in the cemetery and talk.
Don't care.
I'm whistling while I work. That's getting a round of applause. Where's my applause, goddamn?